Today at the Chateau, Ash and Tony take us on a tour around all of the outbuildings and talk about our future plans for them, including the lake. The beautiful Château de Lalacelle is situated in northwestern France, 11 miles from Alençon and surrounded by beautiful French countryside.
Initially, tracing myself and Terry, that despite them being close to the road, to make a 2 or 3 holiday lets, nice quiet getaway corner, and I think Terry's take on that was a bit more towards use the 2 end ones as lets, have the middle either as storage or as a shower, toilet room, shared facility, so that it was just a little bit more private for anyone here.
So what we'll do now is we will have a wander around to should we go and see the chicken coops? We'll have a look at the chicken coops and pigsties and see what's down there and talk you through them.
Yeah.
The chicken coops and piggery are situated southwest of the chateau.
So here we are in the upstairs of one of the chicken coops, and you'll start to get an idea of where everything is around here. It's at the end of the pigsties. We've got a little side passage down here that takes you down and around into the orangery where we currently have Donkey living.
Yes, and if he's friendly today, we'll be able to do a little bit of filming. But in effect, these chicken coops are actually the roof space of the orangery. So again, split level buildings, suiting the land, all being designed in, and a great idea. Roof is still good on this. Little bit of tidying up and check the floor out, but I don't think it'll be long before we could get some chickens in here and fresh eggs for breakfast.
We've just walked in, haven't we? It's the first time we've came in here, like actually inside, and we're looking up, and the tiles are brand new, the clips are brand new, so it's a brand new roof that's been put on the south facing part of this. So again, hopefully we'll have some chickens and fresh eggs every day.
Yeah, can't wait. And as soon as Jonathan gets over, we've got someone to feed and collect the eggs.
So here I am down at the orangery. Now you can see it behind me. I can't get close to it right now, as you can see Donkey behind me as well is quite territorial. She likes her house. But the orangery, it's another fantastic building at the back of the chateau. it might be down the back of the chateau, but it's not an afterthought. It's been put there because it's fully south facing, and it means that they can grow things in winter that they wouldn't be allowed or be able to grow because of the weather here, because of how harsh it is, and because of the cold winters. But because of the south facing aspect of it, it means the sun shines through, keeps it nice and warm, and it means that they can continue growing all year round. But again, it's a beautiful building. It's something that we want to bring back to life. We haven't got any plans for it right now. So again, what do you guys think? What would you guys do with this? I think personally, it'd be lovely as a little cottage, as a little holiday let.
So it's quite cosy in here. We're in one of the pig pens that we've been told that there were pig pens. It's the first time we've actually been able to fight our way into one of them, and it's quite scary, to be honest. There isn't a roof, so it can't fall in on us, but the walls are sound, so certainly some scope for future use, playhouses or just a general storage area. Structure again is perfect in here, and just need to do a little bit of tidying up and a lick of paint.
And just a bit more on these. These are it's an L-shaped structure, isn't it, on the side? We'll try and show you exactly where it is, but it's an L-shaped structure that goes around. It's chicken coops, pig pens. There's a little tunnel that goes down the side of the garden, and this behind us here is actually the walls of the walled garden. So again, it's been really well thought out. These aren't afterthoughts, are they?
No, they're all tied in. They've been laid out. The design was obviously all put down at the same time. They're not additions, they've all been thought, because everything's tied in as part of the original structure.
It's all the same brick as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see it's all been the same.
Nothing's been added on later.
No, not from these.
Next, Ash and Tony take a look at the largest building we have on the land, the barn.
So here we are now up at the barn, and this is one of probably the biggest structures that we've got on the actual site itself. I think the footprint of it is actually bigger than that of the actual chateau, isn't it?
If it isn't, it's almost the same size.
Yes.
It's massive.
Yeah. We think we've got the origins of the date of the barn. We think it's 1803, we've said, haven't we?
I think it's 3 rather than 8.
Yeah.
It's certainly one of the two.
Yeah, it looks like an 1803 or an 1808, and it's got some letters and numerals after it as well, which we'll try and show you, and if any of you can decipher. But this part itself actually comprises of a number of different areas. So the very far end of here, at the end of this building, we have the old workshop.
Yeah, it's just a little lean-to really, but it's been put there from day one.
Yeah, the roof's no good on it. It's going to have to be completely replaced, the roof. But again, it's part of this building, and it's going to be a useful feature if we can get it back to use again, whatever that may be, whether it be as a workshop or even as a little up and down cottage. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it, on the end?
Potential a little sheet if when things quieten down. Nice quiet corner. Be good. There's enough space certainly to make it a little one-bedroomed self-contained sheet.
Absolutely. And then we've got where we're stood right now. We're stood in the actual barn itself, which it's a usable stables, isn't it? It's actually a good working stables, and you can see it's been utilised. You can see it's been worked, and it's still got all the features here, hasn't it?
Yeah. You can see. I mean, it's got the one end. We've got a big stabling area. Again, could be for some more cows. And then over on this side, the split's roughly about the same floor space. We've got 2 stables that we'll probably use, I would think, for horses to keep them out from the weather. Both have got mezzanine floors above, so there's plenty of storage space or potential for whatever really.
What could we do with these?
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of our first priorities, but it's certainly a massive space that we'd like to do something with sometime in the future. And I think for me it could be anything from a massive function room where we just clean out everything that's down here and just have one big open sort of party room, for want of a better phrase. Terry, again, has his ideas on this.
I'm sure he will, and I'm sure we could see, again, you could do it as party room, you could do it as little lets, you could do it as absolutely anything. The space is absolutely huge. Again, obviously this is further down the line. So what we'll do now is we'll wander up to the family room, show you there and show you around what we're doing up there right now and where we live. So here we are now in the family room. This is where we're living right now, isn't it, really?
Yeah, everything but sleeping happens in here.
That's it. We cook in here, we watch TV in here, we've obviously got electrics hooked up now, we've got running water, warm water, so it's a little bit more normality, isn't it? Just some little
It certainly
luxuries.
makes life a lot easier having this place as well equipped as it is. Running water, a cooker that works, a fridge full of food,
Yeah.
and occasionally beer. Yeah, it's all...
Does it helps? But again, just to go on to the absolute wonderful part of these buildings that we keep finding. So just up here we can see some numbers, and it does look like a 1803. I'm going to say 3 because it is flat on the top, so it does look like a 3. We'll try and give you a closer look so you can actually try and decipher it yourselves.
Okay.
And then we've got AU, so I'm guessing, is it AU or U? O? And then we've got some letters here that looks like an L, A. To an extent it looks like a backwards M. Then we've got I, X, I. So we're not 100% sure. We've tried looking up. If anyone knows what any of this could mean and what it could relate to, we think it's part of it is it's all bread ovens, isn't it, here? So for the town of Lalacelle.
Yeah, the original building, yeah.
Yeah, we think that they've obviously used to provide bread here or cook a lot of bread here because it is the original features built into the back of the wall here, and it's still even got all the old hooks and pins in the wall from where they used to have the doors and everything else.
Yeah, and the two big supporting pieces of stone actually extend outside the same amount as they extend in, so they're probably about 6 foot long in reality.
Yeah. Again, it's just a solid building, isn't it? And again, something we'll fully use it. And this is probably, I think Terry likes the idea of this being a function room in the future, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Perfect for it though. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we've got the proportions. I think it's about 7 by 6 meters, something like that. So as a working area, it's tremendous. Obviously, at the moment we've got we've got a temporary ceiling in to keep the heat in for the winter. But once we take that down, you see all of the roof structure up there as well, and it's a really high roof. So as a workspace or a space just to sit and meditate or whatever, it is a fantastic space.
And next we'll show you, just next to this, right next door, is the garage. We'll have a wander around there and show you what we're doing in there. So we've jumped next door to the garage, and this is just our workshop right now, isn't it?
At the moment it's tool storage, a little bit of indoor working when the weather's bad, and just all our gear in here.
But we were dead disappointed, weren't we, well, can't say disappointed, we were shocked when the estate agent came.
Yeah, he said, have you seen the car in the garage? And obviously we hadn't, and we looked again and it's not here.
No car, we've seen the car, it was a beautiful thing, and it's a shame we didn't get it with the Chateau itself, because I think it was being sold with the Chateau. But it's one of them things, it gives us, I don't think we'd have had time for a few years to be getting on with that.
Oh, I might have found half an hour on a weekend. It was an old 50s or even earlier Citroen, like a big saloon type car, really sort of imposing and a nice character piece.
It's a shame, but it is where it is.
Yeah.
So main work that we're doing right now is over in the cottage, so we're going to wander over there and then we'll have a bop on down the lake.
Yeah, yeah.
The beautiful little cottage is situated to the east of the chateau and will be renovated as a home.
So this is the cottage that you've seen a little bit about already. This is going to be the family home for myself and my wife Tracy and our grandson Jonathan. Seeing what work we're doing upstairs, woodworm treatment, etc. And that'll turn into 3 bedrooms, maybe a little shower room in the future. Down here, what we're going to do is, this is going to be just a big living room, big salon, and then we'll have a small utility room, function, whatever, next door, and then a big kitchen diner. That'll be downstairs, bathroom tied round off the kitchen. So that's the plans. But what we are going to do is we're going to do all of the electrics and plumbing in here first before we start on the chateau, so that if there is anything we need to know and anything that is going to cause us problems, we'll find them now, so that when we start the chateau restoration properly, we won't be having to do any repairs for the mistakes we've made. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have a wander down to the lake, through the woods, and see what we've got down there.
The lake is situated west of the chateau and is at the bottom of our land.
So here we've come down to the lake, and again it's just another lovely little find, isn't it? Finding this little wrought iron bridge in the middle of the forest.
Again, another sort of feature, obviously not original, all of it, but certainly the bridge itself in some form or other will have been here, I'm sure. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's nice now, you can hear the running water again. We've got water filling the lake back up again, which when we came here in summer, it was virtually empty,
it was drying out and there was no water supply. And I mean, we know the history to that, but it was sad to see this sort of expanse of water just shrinking down to basically a big puddle.
Yeah, all it was, and we know why that was. It was because of the for a walk-in that goes from Mount Tavois all the way through to, I think you can go to Alençon from there.
And further, it's one of their national, an extension of one of their national walks. So
we're really lucky, aren't we, because we're on the edge of a national park as well, so everything around here is just beautiful.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, the French know how to do it properly.
Oh yeah, they've got it. It's an old railway track. You can imagine how scenic that would have been as a railway track, but even now as a walk, taking the dogs down, just going down, it's invigorating.
Yeah, they love it, and it's just a nice peaceful stroll.
Absolutely. So back to the lake. What we are looking to do eventually, long term, is it'd be lovely to have a couple of chalets or a couple of little lodges on here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's 1 or 2 spots that sort of towards this sort of end of the treed area, where it'd be a great plan to just put a couple of cabins, and it just gives you a slightly different feel to the place, but marvellous still. I think it is a great place. It's a bit breezy today,
still warm,
but you don't feel the cold at all. And here we are in the end of February, and it will be a great place. If we had a cabin here tonight, I'd be thinking about staying in it.
I'd be fishing. I'd be having a look, see what we've got in here.
Trees.
Yeah. So here we are. We hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you get to see a bit more of what we've got here and the scale of what we're doing as well. We are going to be doing a fortnightly video. It has been weekly. We've been really trying hard to do, but as the work intensifies what we're doing, we're going to have to slow it down a bit, aren't we?
Yeah, and it's going to be boring for people just watching me spraying woodworm and cutting bits of wood up for the next 2 or 3 months, which is realistically what we're going to be doing as we start the restoration work.
Well, that's it.
So we'll mix it up and take a little bit of time to explore some of the other things that we haven't really had a good look at yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we're all back here together as a family, I think we can go back to weekly and get more done.
Oh yeah, well, we'll have a natural star, Jonathan, and the dogs to do what they want.
That's it.
We can get on with some work.
That's it. So thank you for watching. Please like this video, because it does mean a lot to us to know that what we're doing is what you want to see. Please share it so as many people can see it as well, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel just so you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.